First of all, I love the hat. I love the color.
Thank you so much.
How are you doing during all this quarantine?
I'm well. I'm doing well. As well as I can,
For
There's all
sure.
stuff going on. I'm alive, and if you're alive, you win it.
I love that. Let's testify this Thursday.
You're alive, you win it.
Let's talk about the thing that may be a little bit different for you is that you've been working kind of through this pandemic.
Yeah. It's different, but it's a blessing.
Oh, of course.
But yes, I've been working. I've been blessed to have been working, and I'm happy about it.
Yes. So tell us how, because I've heard kind of through the grapevine that working through this pandemic, it was kind of wild. You have some experiences to share.
The pandemic is wild already. So when you let me just say this: the pandemic is wild, and shooting a Tyler Perry show is wild.
Okay.
So when you combine them things together, you end up with something wild. You end up with something wild. And so it was wild in a lot of different ways. It was wild in an amazing way.
Okay.
It was wild in a way where we were really, really working really hard. But the wildest thing about it is just the things that Tyler Perry is able to do. It's wild. Like, it is beyond anything that anybody can imagine. He is so inspirational, and he literally created the first bubble of anybody. Like, he created and implemented what all these studios and all these people are using now. He created that for them to be able to even go into production. Nobody was even knowing what to do. People were going crazy, and Tyler did his thing, and now everybody's back in production after we'd finished off.
Well, yeah, I know you already finished you guys' season. So
Yeah,
tell
we
me
done.
what the process is like on set, though. How does it differ?
Oh, well, to start, we had to quarantine on our own for a month before we started.
Oh.
We were tested every other day for that month. There were things put up our noses every other day for that month. And the suspense of like going every other day and getting tested and knowing that if you tested positive that you couldn't work, that's crazy. So you had that stress, and then when you got there, you tested and you had to quarantine until you were cleared to be around people. We could not be around each other. We had to be in separate houses. And then finally we all cleared and we were able to work, but we still had to test every other day. So we wake up, test, work, and the whole thing. That was the thing. Work, test, work, test. And we shot in 10 days. We shot 22 episodes in 10 days.
No, you know what? Tyler's killing me with these.
Killing you. Killing you. Wow.
Oh my God, 22 episodes in 10 days?
22 episodes.
Oh my God. No, now tell me this. A lot of soap operas, they're doing mannequin kissing and love making. Were you guys doing mannequin love?
Hell no. No, we was doing man and woman love. That's what kind of love we was doing. Real love.
Real love.
Real love. I think well, they gave us the option of like not having Tyler was very understanding with everybody, and just like he said, you guys, the story will be okay. What are you guys comfortable with? And we all decided that we were comfortable with being, really keeping the integrity of the story, really keeping the integrity of the reality of the show, And so if we started off with the hunching, we had to keep the hunching up. So we hunched, Nakia, and we hunched for real. And that's what we did. We hunched for real. Huh?
For real, hunched?
Yeah, we went on ahead and hunched. For real.
It
And
was a
so,
hunch party. I love it. So tell me what it's like, you know, playing your character, Maurice Webb. I heard that this character is hilarious. Let's start there.
thank you.
So do you have a sense of humor?
A little bit. I mean, I have a little sense of humor, you know, for sure. I love to laugh. I love comedy. I do. I really do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that Maurice is. I don't think I know anybody as crazy as Maurice, but I am funny. I'm funny.
You're funny.
I think I'm pretty funny.
How how do you and Maurice parallel? Because how are you bringing a little bit of Brian into Maurice, or
Well, I think that I have no choice but to bring a little bit of me because I'm the vessel that is presenting him, you know,
right?
and so there's different. I mean, I bring the same body, you know what I'm saying? Bring them love handles. We both got the same love handles. And for sure that, but you know what I think about Maurice is something that is really turned to be a gift. When people are fans of the show and they're fans of Maurice, which it's been outpouring, and so thank you guys so much. When they meet me or they see me on interviews like this, or they see me do magazine interviews or things like that, I think that sometimes they're disappointed that I'm not Maurice. He and I are very different, and I believe that the gift in that is that since the beginning of my career, I have been an advocate for Black character actors, which is something that you don't see often. We are forced by white Hollywood to be put in boxes, and whatever we're close to, that's what we play for our lives. We see the people playing the same kind of roles their entire careers. And so what I've always dreamed of, and what I know will be the trajectory of my career, because I believe in God and I believe in myself, I will have the opportunity to be able to play things that are so far away from who I am that people will just be waiting to see what I do with each character. And God blessed me immediately with a character that I did not think that I would be playing so soon, but Maurice is full on way different than who I am. The way he talks, I created a dialect, I created a walk, his being, the way he holds his shoulders, like everything is different. And Maurice really, really is out of this world, you know? And so it gave me a chance to really, I guess, begin my little conquest of normalizing Black character actors. It's time. It's time for us to get, you know, it's time for us to be able to really show the talents that we really have.
I know that Tyler is really particular about his character development, writing scripts, and being hands-on with everything. So it seems like he allowed you that freedom to kind of create Maurice and how you saw it. Is that
He and I work together very closely, very close to develop Maurice. But I think that with Tyler, it's about establishing trust. He's very protective of these characters. I mean, when you have someone who's like Tyler, which is somebody, it's a instance that we rarely see. He creates everything. He creates every character. The Empire is self-made from the top to the bottom, and so he really cares about these characters, especially in their inception. And so I think that when I came in and I was guns blazing, I had done so much research and I had built so many things, I think that he eventually, because Tyler has this, he's like, okay, let's do this, we're doing that. This is what you, come on. No, this, but I think that with, developing trust and things like that, I've been able to really kind of garner some creativity, because Maurice is a character that I created. I've done very extensive research. I've pulled from people that I know, people that I've studied, and in creating him. And it's a process that it just works. The process works when you pull from real people, you create a real person.
Right. I know that your background, you did a lot of Broadway, you toured a lot, theater. Is this the same process that you use when you are acting on Broadway? Are you integrating that, or is TV acting just a little bit different in how you?
You know what? I believe that theater is my first love, and I also believe that it is a training ground to do any other type of live performance. Theater is, like, for me, the mother of all. And so definitely the techniques that I gathered as a theatrical performer, learning theater in school, has helped me to be able to delve into characters and do the proper work to analyze and build and create. But television is different than film, is different than theater, is different than commercial, and Tyler Perry television is different than all that shit. Oh, excuse my language, it's different than everything. So when you're working like that, I kind of created like my own technique with a mixture of different things, you know, of different methods and techniques that I'd learned from grad school, that I learned from doing theater, that I learned from doing the films that I'd done, and just building things to be able to keep the comedy true and fast and witty and physical in the amount of work that we do in a day, in the amount of pages that we do a day. I wanted to keep it true and keep it grounded, and that I had to come up with a new technique.
At the end of the day.
Yes, indeed. We had to come up with a new technique.
So let's talk about Brian as a person. One of the things that I saw, which I like, you feel like laughter is the best medicine. So your motto is the power of art and the lasting effects of laughter on every creature in the world is life's best medicine. What do you do to keep laughter in your life?
You know, I believe that we're all here for a purpose. And not to get deep, but I do think that when you develop that perfect, when you can, I said perfect, but purpose, when you can identify your purpose and you realize who you are, because I think that God puts us all here, the universe puts us all here to be vessels to assist each other in whatever ways, you know, whatever gifts that we've been given. And I do believe that the gift of joy is the gift that God has given me to give to people. And so in everything I do, even if I'm feeling bad, I try to implement joy into, I mean, in any situation. And this is a perfect situation. Even now, like, I always try to make people laugh. I like to laugh too. I make myself laugh. And so when you're dealing with COVID and you're dealing with this election and you're dealing with police brutality in this country, in Nigeria, it is something that is important. Laughter is so important to accompany what's really happening, not to try to mask it, it just needs to be a balance. You have to be able to balance it with joy. And when people laugh, especially Black people, it is something that is powerful. And so I'm always gonna have something funny to say, always gonna do something funny. It makes me feel good to see other people feel good. And I think it's my purpose, fully.
No, I feel you on that. I'm the same way. I love to laugh. These teeth were white. God bless me.
Come on. Did he bless you?
He blessed me with some white teeth. I've never had braces, so you know, just smile.
Just smile. Now my teeth are a version of white. They are mother of pearl.
Off-white, eggshell white.
A crew white, a sort of white, but I still smile. But God gave me dimples, so it's a closed mouth. It's a closed mouth smile to the side.
And make sure you show it. This is mine right here.
You know, people look people with the dimples, they're gonna show them dimples. It's like,
oh yeah.
Sit your ass down with your dimple.
So let's talk about season 2 though, because there's a cliffhanger. I know we ain't about to lose Maurice. Clear. Get the thing.
You got to watch.
Listen.
You gotta watch.
The defibrillator. That's what it's called.
I'm gonna tell you something.
I call the clears.
Exactly. Let me tell you something. When I read that season 1, when I read that script, because we got the scripts one episode at a time, and so it left off with, he's not breathing. I can't feel a pulse. He feels cold. I'm like, cold? I just started this job. I just got the job.
Not death, Tyler.
I said cold. I called my agent. I said, you read episode 19, and they say I'm cold. I don't know what they're gonna do. We got to get back to auditioning. No, but you know, in season 2 so far, we see that Maurice is out of the hospital. So He
Okay.
good. He good.
Okay. He
I
cool.
think. I think. Keep watching.
You like, why the black man always gotta die first?
But on the black show, it's scary. It's a scary thing. Everybody black. No, but you know what? The white girl shot herself. Yeah, the white girl died first.
Oh, okay. Okay, go.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have some a little game I would like to play with you. Do you mind
Oh, I
playing?
love games. Let go.
Okay, so this game and segment is brought to you by Like You Cards. So Like You Cards is a Black-owned card game that creates a fun space for people to practice vulnerability and transparency through a combination of very personal yet entertaining, thought-provoking questions. So
Thank you. Like you cards.
Like You Cards is brought to you by. There you go. So my first question is, what is your greatest insecurity?
Wow.
See, it's thought provoking.
Like you cards. That's hate
Like, come
you
through
cards.
like you.
Hate you cards. My greatest insecurity. I you know, and it's actually I'm gonna just talk about it. So I'm in an industry that is very look centered.
Mm-hmm.
And I've lost a lot of weight, but I've been working really, really hard to get in better shape for a lot of different reasons, but obviously for the reasons of, being able to be more universal as it comes to roles. I think that a very large insecurity that I used to have, because I'm not going to speak insecurity over it anymore, is my body. I was a bit insecure about my body, but at this point, I'm kind of looking a little brawler. Don't make me stand up, because what's at the bottom ain't presentable.
You have nothing to worry about, because I know one of your biggest hobbies is, plus size men's fashion.
Yeah.
And you see what Rihanna's doing for our
absolutely. Yeah. I what somebody was just telling me about it. I haven't seen the show or anything, but I have seen people posting about it. That's so dope to me. It's time. I mean, why not?
There's plus size women models, so why not men? You got a job. You got another job, Brian.
I'm a whole model out here.
Give it to me. Give it. Give me the serious, sexy. Not the pudding. Just this. Relax the face a little. There you go.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'll send you an invoice.
Okay. You are making me laugh. I love it. Here's another one. Who should pay on the first date?
Oh God, I'll cursing. The person who asked the person out on the date.
That's okay. That's what
whoever it is. You asked me to come.
You asked me to come.
Even if I'm going on a date, I'm paying. I think it's ridiculous to not pay. But I think that what's most fair is if you ask someone out, you pay.
You pay. Okay, I can go with that. My last question. Is this fun for you?
It's brilliant. It's the most fun thing I've ever done in my life.
Okay.
I love it so much.
See, that's that actor coming through. I feel you.
I love the game. It's so great. Thank you.
Thank you. What personality trait in other people do you value most?
Oh man, vulnerability.
Yeah. You like
that? But we present all the time. Whenever we're not with ourselves, we're always presenting something. Mm-hmm. And I just like to get when people are vulnerable. You see people vulnerable when they go through things, or when they get super excited, or when they get super sad. It's when you're able to see them at a place where they just can't present anymore. Vulnerability is what I really, really, really enjoy about people. And it's also something I enjoy about people because it's hard for me to be vulnerable. Mm. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that about other people, because it kind of inspires me to be vulnerable. I think vulnerability is the most beautiful trait a person can have.
I like that. Well, one of the things that I love about you, your vocal inspiration is Ron Isley.
Yes.
So can you sing?
I have sang before.
But can you do a Ron Isley?
Oh, Hell yeah. Let me see.
Oh,
Ron
let's
Isley
go.
says, "You're contagious. Touch me, baby. Give me what you got. Sexy lady, drive me crazy. Drive me wild." It's a great song. It's a great song. Ron Isley is the one. And y'all sleep. People like, you 29, like you, yes, yes, yes. I love him. I love him.
Well, I haven't interviewed Ron Isley, but Charlie Wilson is very close.
Charlie Wilson, he sing too.
I
Uncle,
love
Uncle
Charlie
Charlie.
Wilson.
Funny.
I love it. I love this interview and getting to know you, Brian. I know my time is running out.
Oh no. My phone gonna die anyway, so either way.
Oh, no, but it was great talking to you. I encourage everybody, if you're not watching Sistas, watch Sistas.
Watch Sisters every Wednesday, 9/8 Central, only on BET, but also on BET Her. Watch it. Tweet Sisters on BET.
Yes, you know, every time I see Sistas, I think of course, Color Purple.
Everybody.
You know it's coming.
Everybody.
Sister.
Exactly. That's a great film.
Yes, it is. It is. So I just want to say thank you so much for talking to me today. It's been absolutely beautiful, and I hope we could do it again without a pandemic and without this separation and in person.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Nikki. It's been a pleasure. Great meeting you. Thank you for supporting Sisters. Thank you guys for supporting Sisters and supporting me.
Of course. Of course they're going to support you. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Thank you, Brian.
Bye.
Bye.